This is right here. It was super clutch. Right there. My Arbiter almost died from the poison, taking her extra turn. It was so close. This whole run was so close. You guys are gonna see it. Hey everyone, it's Rev here again. It's been about 8 days since I made a video. I just, I've been kind of busy with other stuff. I'm not playing Raid that much, like that frequently anymore, I want to say. This game takes way too much time and I actually have a life, not really. But so, listen. Last video I made was a Hydra video, and now we're here again to chain it together with another Hydra video, because the new rotation just dropped. And as you can see right there, I just one-keyed it using some of my best champions. This is what the rotation is right now. So we have, okay, can I see it? We have the Head of Blight for the first time. It wasn't in the last rotation. It does a lot of poison, which is really annoying. I would highly recommend you guys use a cleanser for this, which I did, and I'm about to show you. And then Head of Torment is basically the same thing. You can use your ninja that places Veil on himself to focus it down. And I said in my last video that Arbiter is the best free-to-play champion for Hydra. And by the way, it's raining outside. You guys might hear the raindrops. Hopefully that's not annoying. Maybe it's going to have a soothing effect. Who knows? I said in my last video that Arbiter was the best free-to-play champion for Hydra, and she absolutely is. But if she's the best champion overall, Ninja is the best free damage dealer. For sure, you guys are gonna see he totally carried me. So once again, we can use Ninja here to place Veil on himself and be able to damage this head without getting feared. And he also does a ton of AoE burn damage. And then we have the Head of Mischief again, which is getting really old, to be honest. Steals your buffs, applies it to everybody else. So I would recommend you use block buffs in this rotation, which actually works a lot better than last time, because Head of DK is not here to purge your block buffs. So you guys are gonna see me making good use of that as well. It's been a while since I made the video, I can't talk. You guys are gonna see me making good use of that as well through Yugo. You might be wondering why I'm showing my desktop. This is another commentary video, like the videos right here. I'm gonna be showing you guys. So, and then we have Head of Wrath. Now this head is absolutely insane. This head should get nerfed. I'm gonna tell that to you guys right now. This head should get nerfed. It deals way too much damage on its revenge shit. You see this thing right here? It gets 15 counters from getting attacked, and then it gets a vengeance counter, whatever the hell it is. And this vengeance, not vengeance counter, it gets a vengeance buff after 15 counters of getting hit. And what it does is it gives itself 300% damage and then attacks you. Not to mention, right before, it will have gone ahead and placed 50% increased attack on itself, and it's an absurd amount of damage. So what I had to do here to be able to survive this head was I had to tone down on my aggression, right? You guys might remember my last team, it had Royal Guard and Drex in it. Way more aggressive team, way more damage. As you can see here, I had to replace both of them, and I had to place Mausoleum Mage in there for the purges, like I was telling you, and I had to get Yugo in there for the block buffs, which I'm not sure if I used last time or not, I can't really remember, who cares. But I had to put Ursaga in there as well. I guess that's the other champion I put in there. I had to put Ursaga in there, so I had to go way less aggressive and way more defensive. And the reason I had to put Ursaga in there was because I really needed the decreased attack and decreased crit damage on that Head of Vengeance, because he was doing way too much damage. Without Ursaga here, I could not survive. So I would also recommend against the head that you guys use some sort of decreased attack or increased defense. Tatura, if you fuse them, can actually be very good at protecting you from the hit as well, because he places defense on everybody as well as Veil. I did try him around a little bit, but he just wasn't working out, but he's good for protecting you for that damage. Anyways, I'm going to start the runner here. You can see it's at 2 minutes because I had some fails here in the beginning, but we're going to be seeing a lot of the same as the last time. I have Arbiter here to buff me up, to keep reviving, healing up my HP. Look, I'm going to use the block buffs here. First off, that's going to prevent the Head of Poison from placing the Poison Cloud on every other head, which is pretty annoying. It makes it so your crits aren't really crits. It makes every hit you dish out to be a weak hit, so it means you can't crit anymore, among a bunch of other annoying shit. So it only placed it on itself, because it was the only head without the block buffs. Courtesy of the negative affinity, of course. Yugo here is negative affinity to Head of Mischief and the Head of Poison, so he got a weak hit there, unfortunately. But the other ones got blocked. And Head of Mischief took my stuff there, but my Arbiter is fast enough that she's gonna roll back around and basically remove those buffs from the Head of Mischief, meaning it's not gonna be able to spread it to anybody. So my Arbiter is gonna A2 here in a second. Look at the poison. This is why you need a cleanser. That poison absolutely shreds you if you let it. There we go, buffs removed. Ninja is really like our big DPS here. I'm so glad they added Ninja to the game and gave him to us for free. Otherwise, Hydra would be impossible, let me tell you guys. So as you can see, we have a bunch of poison, bunch of debuffs. Ninja almost died right there. I think he dies here. Or maybe not. Maybe Mausoleum goes. Let's see. I literally just played, but I forgot. There we go. Oh, it's so satisfying. Look at all the debuffs go away. It's so good. I would really recommend it. Then they all come back, because that head is a fucking dick. But we do our best, you know? Hmm. Once again, Hera Torment is the easiest to focus. Pretty squishy. She's also negative affinity to Ninja this time around, which is a big deal because they're going to be using him to focus her down, ideally. Focus it down, whatever. Do Hydras have genders? I don't think so. Maybe they do. I shouldn't assume, you know. I'm being small-minded right now or something. But still, this is basically the idea here. You don't have to copy my exact champions, right? You can just copy the strategy. So I lost a but this is right here. It was super clutch. Right there. My Arbiter almost died from the poison, taking her extra turn. It was so close. This whole run was so close. You guys are gonna see it. I definitely got lucky on the damage variance. I should slash would say. God, my commentary really has gotten way worse in the 8 days, hasn't it? But we take our first head down, which is good news for us. Of course, we're not gonna have to worry about the fear for a while. But as I was saying, I had a really couple of clutch moments here, and if you guys didn't know, every hit in this game has a 10% damage variance. I think I got kinda lucky here in some of these instances, otherwise I wouldn't be able to have gone through to the end. But what that basically means is I would have had to have better gear if I didn't get lucky. So it was still possible with this team, but I would have had to do some gear upgrades potentially. But I'm glad I got lucky, so I didn't have to. Here, I was really thinking about what I was gonna do. I'm gonna pause here to talk about this. Last video, I told you guys that it's better to always focus the decapitated head because it does a bunch of extra damage, and that's what I ended up doing right there. Now, that's still true, but honestly, the Head of Vengeance, there's a timing where you want to be able to take it down before it can do another Vengeance counter onto you, right? Because the way it works is, it gets to 15 counters, it does the Vengeance buff and the counter attack, and then, basically, after it does that, it will be unable to keep gaining counters in the same turn it counterattacked. So, ideally, you want to be able to pop that counterattack when the bar is slower. That way, you have more time to hit it without giving it counters, right? So, you can see the bars towards the end there on that head, and it has 11 counters. If I were to pop it right now with a 4-hitter for somehow, it would be unable to gain counters only until the end of this turn, which the bar is already close to the end, so you guys gotta be mindful of that. What I was considering there was doing my Herndeg A1 on it, instead of focusing the decapitated head, to be able to potentially kill it before the next counterattack comes around, because it has decreased defense and weaken on it currently. And so my Herndeg would do a ton of damage for only giving it one counter on his one hitter. That's what I was considering right there. And I think it's kind of important for me to talk about that when you guys are thinking about your vengeance strategies, whichever difficulty you're doing, right? It doesn't really matter. If you're doing higher difficulty, what I'm telling you still applies. You're just gonna be probably a more late game player than I am. So I had to pause the video there for a second to talk about it. Sorry. Gonna get my revive here on my Ursa, get her back out there. And like as you can see, without her HP aura and her decreasing attack on these heads, this would be impossible. Block buffs has been huge for me the entire fight, of course. Right there, it's gonna do its counterattack. Look, I paused. I was so scared. I was so scared. Look at the damage I took. This head is insane, dude. It's broken. It has to get nerfed. I was so scared that the game wouldn't let me quit out that I was gonna lose my key. I was just constantly pausing and looking at the bars. I was really considering quitting out for here. I was really scared. I was really fucking scared. Not gonna lie to you guys. But look, right there, that head's about to die now, because I was able to hit it with the Herndeg A3 and it took a bunch of damage. And the Arbiter heals everybody up. Arbiter is so good, I'm telling you guys. She's the best free Hydra champion. No cap, no cap. And I'm taking down another head. And I was just I was just on a roll here, baby. I was scared as hell. I wanted to quit out, and then all of a sudden, I was doing fucking great. I was on a roll. Head after head started being chopped down. Then, of course, I got head of DK here, which was really unfortunate, actually. I wish that didn't happen. I wish it was just Head of Torment. If it was Head of Torment that cycled back around to that place, I would have been in such a good spot. But look at Arbiter, dude. She's insane. She revived everybody, kept everybody alive. This run was clutch. It was really clutch. Now we can focus the decapitated head to do some damage. Gonna do my burns. And this is why Head of DK sucks. Look, Head of Blight was about to die as well, but it's just gonna get purged now by every day. I hate Head of DK with a passion, man. With that said, even though it's not in the starting roster of this rotation, it's still a very challenging rotation. Let me tell you guys. I had to go way harder on the defensive stuff, for sure. And I think Head of Blight dies here. Not yet, not yet. Okay. Right here it has to die. Right here. I'm not a liar. Okay, good. So at this point, I've kept my tradition from the previous video of chopping every head down at least once. Jesus Christ, there's some guy freaking out outside on a motorcycle. He's just honking non-stop. I hope you guys can hear that shit, by the way. Welcome to Brazil, I guess. The kind of shit just happens. When I'm recording, of course. Fucking asshole. I hope his motorcycle explodes, actually. Fuck him. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Maybe. Anyways. I'm really thinking hard about what to do here, you guys can tell. I was like, man, Head of DK got here and ruined all my future plans. What the hell do I do now? So I decided to just focus it, deal a bunch of damage, stun it, whatever. I was really determined to kill the Head of DK, actually. I was really, really determined. We also got the Head of Mischief back, as you can see. Which honestly, I wasn't too mad about because I'm familiar with it at least. If I got some unfamiliar head, I don't know what I was gonna do. Like there's one that we haven't seen yet, right? On the starting, which is, oh man, it's like a fiery one or some shit. Very nice description, Morev. Congrats. No, but seriously, that head I haven't played against. I'm pretty sure, so I wouldn't know what to do about it. Dude, that guy's still honking outside. Amazing. At this point, I'm getting close to the 1 key though. Oh my god, shut up. The 1 key is like 6.6 mil or something, right? So I was conflicted whether I should use that there, and I think it was a mistake in the end. The reason I didn't want to use that there is because Head of Blight is gonna apply poison to everybody next turn. Then I'm not gonna have a cleanse. And that's exactly what happened. I think I fucked up by using Mausoleum Mage's A3 right there. But at this point, I don't care that much, because I got my 1 key in the bag, basically. Like, there's no way I don't get it here. Really easy stuff at this point. I'm thirsty. Yep, there goes all the poison. I don't have a cleanse anymore. Ninja is gonna do a last fuck you way too before he dies. This is very cool. Dude's got some grit behind him. Love to see it. And yeah, now we're just waiting to die pretty much. But this rotation is insane. It's way harder than the last one. I'm gonna tell you guys, because last one I had a bunch of. Look at Arbiter though, she's insane. Last time I had a bunch of aggressive champions and I didn't run into too much issue, right? But the fact that you have the Vengeance Head who does a bunch of damage on its counterattacks and places increased attack on itself, as well as the Head of Blight who has a ton of offensive potential by poisoning you over and over. This rotation is way more dangerous in terms of the Hydras being way more offensive than last time. So you need to go more defensive. I think that's how you adjust. That's what I learned from this rotation switch. It's basically, last rotation was more defensive with the Head of DK, right? It was like Head of DK, Head of Mischief, it was purging the debuffs, that kind of stuff. So you go on the offensive when the heads are defensive, like with the Head of DK. And when the heads are offensive, you go on the defensive. That's what I did here. And you can see the damage right there. Like I said, if Arbiter is the best free champion for Hydra in general, Ninja is the best damage dealer for sure. And it's for free. We all have him. Yay, at least. Congrats. Honestly, if it wasn't for Ninja, I think a lot of us wouldn't be able to do shit to the Hydra content. Us mid-game free-to-play players, we wouldn't have a chance. I'm gonna be honest. Because I removed the Drex from here. So I lost a ton of HP burns because I needed the team to be more defensive, like I was just telling you guys. And then I thought, man, I'm not gonna deal any damage anymore because I don't have a Drex or a Royal Guard in there. Like, what the hell am I gonna do, right? And then Ninja just totally carried. And Herndeg. Herndeg is a beast too. If you guys fused him, you should use him. 100%. Now I'm gonna show you guys the builds real quick, and I'm gonna head out. That's been the video. I know it wasn't very exciting. I don't know what I'm doing with this channel, dude. I started for fun, and now my last video has 200 views, and I have another video with 600 views. Apparently the channel's growing. I don't really know like what to do about it, what videos I should make, etc. But I guess we can go ahead and pull these people out. They're all in the vault because I was pulling shards. So I used them. So I already showed my babe Arbiter last video. I'm gonna show her again real quick. She has good HP, good defense, very good speed because she's in arena, and she has decent accuracy to be able to remove the Hydra's buffs. 180 has been working so far, just FYI. And I did book her, and I'm working on mastering her, so now her cooldowns are way lower, which makes her even better for reviving and healing than she was last time when she wasn't booked. And then I have my Ursaga, who has her A2 and A3 booked. I got really lucky on her books. She's in my CB setup, that's why she's already built. With a bunch of masteries, she has War Master and a bunch of HP, basically. Her build is pretty insane, I'm not gonna lie. 71k HP, 3k defense, yes, 3k defense, sorry. 248 accuracy, that's also enough for the Hydras, at least for normal, right? I'm doing normal. So that's her stats. You guys can pause and look at it better. This guy is booked as well for lower cooldowns on A2 and A3. His build is not that impressive, he's just kind of sitting here. Sometimes I use him for Doom Tower, so 4k HP, 2.8k defense. This speed right here. And accuracy is kind of important actually if you want to use his decreased speed on the Hydras on the A1, just FYI. Sometimes it's really good. So that accuracy is also enough for normal. Then we have my boy Horndeg, who's just a beast, of course. Bunch of attack, bunch of crit damage, bunch of accuracy. Decent defense and HP considering he's built as an absolute nuker right now. These are his masteries. If you want to pause and take a better look, this is the standard arena stuff that isn't in there. So he has Helm Smasher as well as Ruthless Ambush. He's also booked. And then we have our ninja, last but not least, right? Does a bunch of damage, totally booked, totally mastered. He used to be, okay, he is in my CB team actually, sorry. He has all these masteries, and his build is decent HP, decent damage, kind of similar to Herndeg actually, and then a bunch of attack at 3.5k, a bunch of crit damage at 200%. This speed and this accuracy, again, those are enough. So that's every champion, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, 6. That's what we're missing. I'm fucking stupid. Block buffs, totally booked. 100% chance to place block buffs and decrease defense. Great champion. Again, the only unfortunate thing is there's 2 Force Hydras right there right now, which is negative affinity, but I did book her at some point because I wanted to use her for Doom Tower. No masteries really, and again, kind of a scuffed build, it doesn't really matter. Was still very useful for my Hydra. So good accuracy, good speed, good defense, and good HP. That's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to thank you guys for watching my other videos, because I'm getting a lot of views all of a sudden. I would appreciate it if you guys liked the videos and subscribed, if you actually like what you're seeing, of course, and if you actually want to subscribe. But, you know, it has come to my attention, let me do the usual YouTube pitch, as I end the video here and you get some other options. It has come to my attention that a lot of people are watching, but not liking and not subscribing. You guys just don't like me, or what? What's going on, guys? No, but seriously, if you guys want to do it, I'd appreciate it. If not, that's fine too. Either way, I'm gonna head out. I don't think this video was worth the 8-day wait, so oof, my bad. But still, I'm out of here.